We have to bear in mind whenever oil prices start surging above $50, it's also going to see US pumping a lot more.
Well, Hadley, first of all, I think the oil price deal supports the oil price dramatically. Without this deal, oil price would have gotten a lot below $10 a barrel. So I think what we are having now is a major support to oil prices. Yes, demand declines are significant.
두 달 전 구입한 원유로 제품을 생산하는 사이 국제 유가와 석유 제품 가격이 급락하면서 지난주 정유사들의 정제 마진은 마이너스 1.1까지 떨어졌습니다. 석유 제품 가격에서 원유 구입가를 뺀 정제 마진 손익 분기점은 배럴당 $4 수준인데 제품을 만들수록 손해라는 얘기입니다.
What was so interesting, among many very interesting things in this unprecedented event, was the turnaround, the pivot by Donald Trump, who 3-4 weeks ago was still going on. He wanted low gasoline prices. They're great. They're a tax cut. But he came to see this as a national security issue, also an employment issue, and a very important factor in the U.S. economy. And he just jumped in. You know, his first book was called The Art of the Deal, and he prides himself on being a deal maker. I think this must be the biggest and most complex deal he's ever made. And not only was he a deal maker, but he was also something of a divorce mediator because, of course, a month ago, the OPEC Plus broke up when Saudi Arabia and Russia went their separate ways. So he really worked the phones with the leadership in Saudi Arabia and leadership in Russia.
The U.S. did play a very important role in working with Mexico, working with other nations. And actually, I believe President Trump is modest in saying that only hundreds, thousands of jobs will be saved as a result of this.
And we think from the beginning of this year to the end of this year, production will go down in the U.S. about 2.9 million barrels a day. And that was one of the things that the U.S. needed to persuade the Russians and the Saudis would happen, because they kept sort of saying, well, why don't you can you promise to give us a cut?
Given that the free market cuts, so to speak, that the US has provided will probably not have much legs to go on because they'll then adjust to upward prices, and that's going to cause a little bit more unhappiness with Russia and Saudi. So a lot of things remain to be seen.
오늘 새벽에 오펙 플러스가 하루 970만 배럴 규모의 산유량 감축에 합의했다는 소식이 있었습니다. 하지만 예정대로 감산을 하더라도 코로나19로 인한 수요 부진을 막기에는 역부족이라는 인식이 생기면서 해당 뉴스에도 불구하고 시장을 실망하는 모습입니다.
When we actually look at it, when we look at that roughly a 20% supply cut, which is a record, a lot of us are actually feeling that we're going to see the COVID demand destruction of about 30%. So when you look at it, there's still this 10% leeway. And as you can see where the markets are actually trading, they're actually showing the fact that, yes, there's going to, regardless of the supply cuts, the demand destruction is going to outweigh it. And I think that's why we've seen WTI in itself come under a lot of pressure.